Most people see a banana as a simple snack, but behind every bunch of fruit lies a massive environmental secret. Once the fruit is picked, the rest of the plant becomes a burden. Every year, farmers discard nearly 1 billion tons of massive green stems. In the past, these were left to rot in the sun or thrown into rivers. But hidden away from the public eye, a new industrial revolution is happening. Massive, high-tech factories are now hunting for this green waste. They are transforming these heavy stalks into something incredibly valuable. It is a process that looks like magic, but is fueled by heavy engineering. Welcome to the largest banana stem processing facility in the world. What you are about to see is the birth of a new global industry. It starts with a mountain of waste and ends with a premium product. The process begins at the crack of dawn in the surrounding plantations. Heavy trucks arrive at the factory gates every few minutes. They are loaded with thousands of fresh, moisture-heavy banana stems. At this stage, the stems are nearly 90% water. They are incredibly heavy and difficult to move by hand. Gigantic mechanical claws reach into the trucks to unload the cargo. The stems are placed onto massive conveyor belts that never stop moving. Technicians inspect the quality of the stalks as they pass by. Any stems that are too dry or diseased are removed immediately. The factory needs fresh, hydrated material for the best results. The smell of fresh vegetation fills the entire loading dock. This is the first step in a journey that will strip this plant to its core. The conveyor belt carries the stems into the primary processing hall. Here, high-speed blades slice the long stalks into manageable sections. The outer layers of the banana stem are thick and protective. These layers must be peeled away to reach the valuable fibers inside. Automatic rollers grab the stems and feed them into a stripping machine. This machine uses intense pressure to separate the layers. It looks like a giant fruit being peeled in a matter of seconds. The outer skin is tough, but the inner layers are soft and white. You can already see the long, hair-like strands beginning to emerge. This is the raw material that the world is currently fighting over. The machinery here is designed to handle thousands of tons per day. Nothing is done by hand anymore in this high-tech facility. Now we enter the heart of the factory, where the real transformation happens. The stripped layers are fed into a machine known as a horizontal extractor. Inside, spinning drums with metal teeth grip the plant material. At thousands of revolutions per minute, the machine scrapes away the pulp. What remains are long, continuous strands of high-strength fiber. This process must be incredibly precise to avoid breaking the strands. If the teeth are too sharp, they destroy the product. If they are too dull, the fiber remains covered in sticky plant waste. Watching this machine work is a hypnotic experience. In seconds, a heavy green slab becomes a handful of shimmering white threads. The speed of this extraction is what makes the factory profitable. It is a delicate balance of brutal force and extreme precision. During the extraction, a massive amount of liquid is squeezed out. In a traditional factory, this would be drained away as waste. But this high-tech facility captures every single drop. The liquid is a dark, nutrient-rich sap found inside the stem. It flows through a series of underground pipes to a separate wing of the factory. Here, it is filtered and treated to create organic liquid fertilizer. Farmers actually buy this liquid back to grow even more bananas. It creates a perfect circle of production where nothing is lost. This waste liquid is actually one of the most profitable parts of the business. The factory generates thousands of liters of this liquid every hour. It is bottled and labeled on a high-speed packaging line. Even the parts of the plant we cannot see are turned into gold. Back in the main hall, the raw fiber is still covered in sticky enzymes. If it stays this way, it will rot and lose its strength. The fiber strands are moved into massive stainless steel washing tanks. High-pressure water jets blast away any remaining organic matter. The water is recycled through a complex filtration system to save resources. The fiber begins to turn from a dull cream color to a brilliant white. It is then treated with natural softening agents. This ensures the final material is not rough or brittle. Technicians take samples from every batch to test for tensile strength. The fiber must be strong enough to be used in industrial textiles. The cleaning process is the most time-consuming part of the operation, but it is the secret to creating a high-end luxury material. Wet fiber is heavy and impossible to ship to international buyers. The factory uses 2 different methods to dry the thousands of strands. On sunny days, the fiber is hung on massive outdoor racks. The natural heat of the sun is the most eco-friendly way to dry it. However, when the humidity is high, the factory switches to industrial kilns. These kilns use controlled heat to remove moisture without damaging the strands. The fiber must reach a specific moisture percentage to be certified for export. If it is too dry, it becomes dusty and breaks during spinning. If it is too wet, it will develop mold during the long shipping journey. Electronic sensors monitor the drying rooms every second. The white fiber begins to look like bundles of silk hanging from the ceiling. The transformation from a dirty stem to a clean textile is now almost complete. Once dry, the fiber is sent to the final quality control station. Expert workers sort the bundles based on their length and color. The longest, whitest fibers are the most expensive. These are destined for the luxury fashion industry to be turned into fabric. Shorter or darker fibers are not thrown away. They are sent to a different wing of the factory to be turned into paper. Banana paper is incredibly durable and is used for high-end stationery. Every single strand of fiber is categorized and used for a specific purpose. The scale of the sorting room is breathtaking. Mountains of white fiber are piled high, waiting to be compressed. It is hard to believe that just a few hours ago, this was agricultural waste. The efficiency of this system is what makes it a global leader. The final step in the factory is the baling process. Massive hydraulic presses take the loose fiber and compress it into blocks. Each bale weighs hundreds of pounds, but occupies very little space. This makes it cost-effective to ship the product all over the world. The bales are wrapped in protective covers and labeled with QR codes. These codes track the fiber back to the specific plantation it came from. Luxury brands demand this level of transparency in their supply chain. The warehouse is filled with thousands of these white blocks. They are loaded into shipping containers destined for Europe, Asia, and America. What was once a problem for farmers is now a global commodity. The demand for this material is growing faster than the factory can produce it. This facility is proof that the future of industry is green. What we have seen today is more than just a factory process. It is a solution to a problem that has plagued agriculture for centuries. By using technology to mimic nature, we can stop creating waste. The banana stem is no longer a discarded byproduct. It is the raw material for a billion-dollar sustainable economy. As we look at the finished products, the potential is endless. From biodegradable packaging to high-fashion clothing, the world is finally waking up to the power of the banana stem. Next time you eat a banana, remember the journey of the plant. The real treasure wasn't the fruit, but the stem we used to throw away. The factory never sleeps, and the trucks keep arriving because in this facility, the future is being manufactured today.